Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the Advancement Center. Yes, here in Santa Barbara, I would say today is perfection. And if you hear the bird, he is seconding that. It's a beautiful day. And just before, we saw a roadrunner. Then there was a hummingbird. And these birds kept flying back and forth. And I said, they're waiting. They're waiting in expectation. So here it is. Yeah. I'm still resonating to Robert's transmission yesterday when he spoke of consciously connecting to one another. That immediately showed me a picture. It showed me a picture of golden net covering the planet, and every gold thread connected one of us to another one of us, to another one of us. And we're all wrapped in love and kindness and everything that you've ever wanted to receive. Now, if you were not on the call or the broadcast yesterday, may I recommend that you either watch your recording that you received or come to the Advancement Center and get the recording, because this can change your life. I feel it changed my life. And it even was more exciting because we have that Dragon application where they capture all of Robert's words in English, but not quite. So I had the opportunity to edit Dragon. And as I corrected and read and reread, my life was changing. My life was changing. I was consciously connecting to myself. That's a big statement, but it's thrilling to share that with you. Yeah. It's funny because if you don't have conscious connection, what do you have? Unconscious disconnection, to which I say,
that's not our world. No, that's not our world either.
Because our world is the world of magic and miracles, but not just in words, but in your whole being responding to life itself. And when you find out that you're so much more, and the fact that when you came in and you assumed this limited form, that's not who you are. It's, yeah. Yeah, because once you do that, you've created a limited field. And it's not unlike wearing a pair of sunglasses. You're born and someone puts you, they tell you what your last name is, and you put your sunglasses on, and they come in every tint. and are sometimes interchangeable to go with an outfit, an identity, or a whim that remains as a station in life. Yesterday, Robert's love and guidance allowed us to remove the no longer needed sunglasses. The new freedom allows us to see everything beyond our wildest imagination. And even more amazing, we are invited to accept our birthright and take our reserved seat in the great hall of our Creator. Now, just this morning, I found something, believe it or not, on Facebook. And I'm just so fortunate because I don't have to entertain anything that is not clear. So I checked it out. And I had Robert read this. And I'll read it to you now. And then I'll tell you what Robert said. Well, Nikola Tesla said, Earth is a realm. It is not a planet. It is not an object. Therefore, it has no edge. Earth would be more easily defined as a system environment. Earth is also a machine. It's a Tesla coil. The sun and moon are powered wirelessly with the electromagnetic field or the ether. This field also suspends the celestial spheres with electromagnetic levitation. Electromagnetic levitation disproves gravity because the only force you need is the electromagnetic force, not gravity. The stars are attached to the firmament. So I held my breath and handed that piece of paper to Robert, and he said, yes, but you are much more powerful. The Tesla coil is an attempt. It seems to me that every one of you know that. And it's just so wonderful to have it reiterated and spoken of. Because sure enough, there's a lot of disconnectivity around in the world and the fake news. But no, that's not our world. Yeah. And of course, Robert just put it in the first few sentences. He said, with this amazing capability that we have to connect with the world, with the universe, with each other, creating that golden netting, we can surpass all things and allow the connection to bring a new era into your physical life. It certainly has. For those of us who have been listening and hearing and putting it into practice as best we know how. Now, along with that golden netting, in a very personal way. I put into action in a very limited personal way, but it brought a lot of love and connectivity. And believe it or not, it was through the crochet hook. And I loved making Afghans for people that I love. And the very first Afghan I ever made was my granddaughter Nina, who had to be hospitalized when she was only weeks old, and I made her a beautiful pink Afghan. I'm happy to say she's 23 years old and about to graduate college, or maybe 22. And then it grew from there. And it's only in hindsight that I realized what I was doing. Without words and without hugs, because a lot of it was distance, far distances, especially when we were in Australia. And I just made an Afghan for my children, for my grandchildren, and for dear friends. And when I think about it, it was mindless. It was just heart feeling love. And I don't need to watch what I'm doing. I just crochet, and it is mindless, which is quite an attribute. So there it was. I was connecting as best I knew how, physically. And now, in the world of magic and miracles, we're connected. I'm connected to each and every one of you. I feel your heartbeat. I could feel you nodding. I could feel you smiling. I could feel you here. And that is what is so exciting. Because not only are we family, but we as a family are expanding in our understanding and our ability and knowing that we are affecting the universe that's listening to each one. I spoke about those sunglasses, but I have become so aware of people wanting their sunglasses. And it takes a great deal of trust to take them off, to really see what is. It's interesting because every time we put on sunglasses of some sort or other, they don't have to be physical. That's the brain that has a tint via experience. And it's you did that once before. That was not good. Don't do that again. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to listen to him. It's like a constant buzzing, trying to keep you safe, trying to make itself important. But the brain and the mind does not have the scope of knowing the unknown as we have come to feel it. And as Robert said, sometimes on the shoulder, sometimes in your head, sometimes in your heart. That is life living you. You are not limited. You are unlimited. And when someone says they have a condition, how do they know that? Well, they know that because their mind told them to go to the doctor, and the doctor gave them a diagnosis. So that means they have that condition. But if you were in our home and you have an ache of some sort, Robert just tells me, well, don't think about it. So what did I do? I excused my thought process. And guess what? The ache goes away. It's a big statement, but I feel that I feel younger now than when I met Robert. And that was 11 years ago. So we can reverse a lot of things. And don't believe everything you see, because it could be someone else's sunglasses. Or they just make sure you're not wearing any. That's the most important thing. Yeah. Yeah, right here, I'm just looking at it. But the connection that you have into the universe is real, and it is known, and it is under your control. It's not under the control of the brain. That's huge. That goes against everything we've ever been taught. That rearranges the definition of what is intelligence. And what we realize is that our spirit will never let us down. Our spirit will never lead us in the wrong direction. Our spirit is the friend we brought with us, and we are never without. The only thing we can do is choose not to listen. Listen to your spirit. Follow your spirit. Enjoy. Celebrate. Love one another. I even had a wild idea this morning. I miss making Afghans. So, if you want an Afghan, send me some wool. I have the needle. Send me the best colors you want. Or maybe some, I don't know what they call it, something from Michaels or whatever. Whether or not I make you an Afghan doesn't mean anything. Just know that I love you all. I cover you with such respect, and awareness of your intelligence. Intelligence to know when you are facing and being an integral part of the unknown, of the universe. We are all here together. Thank you so much for letting me share all this fun, joy, and happiness with you. And remember, we're all getting stronger, younger, happier, because we love being together. Thanks again. And now I wish you perfect life, perfect health, and a wonderfully magical future. Thank you.